what the heck is escrow and what is COE, or close of escrow, right? And I'm talking about in a wholesale transaction. This is kind of a wholesale basics or a wholesale 101 video, but a lot of people ask this question, so I want to answer it here. So basically what escrow is when you go to purchase a piece of real estate property or do a real estate transaction, the title attorney or the title office, depending on what state you're in, opens what's called an escrow file. And they basically start a file, they start pulling title, look for liens against the property, look for chain of contract and ownership, making sure that the property can properly be conveyed from the seller to the buyer, right? And while they're doing that, you'll take an EMD or an earnest money deposit, and you will deposit that into an escrow account that is either with the title attorney or with the listing agent's brokerage. Sometimes they do it that way. But that is a different kind of escrow. That is an escrow account that holds the funds until the closing occurs, right? That is different than the escrow when we talk about it as the file. Now, we open the file with the title attorney. They start doing all their title work. If there's a lender involved, then the lender has to submit all of their information to the title attorney. The buyer submits their info. The seller submits their info. The title attorney gathers everything. And then eventually, when they get closer to closing, once they know all the liens and the taxes and any payoffs and HOA and all of those kind of things, then they will put together a closing statement, or some people call it a settlement statement, or a HUD, or an ALTA, lots of different names for the same thing, but this is a document that comes out a few days before closing, and it shows all the money on the seller side and the buyer side, all the fees and the points and the liens and anything that's getting paid, seller's commissions, wholesale fees, etc., etc. This all gets listed on the settlement statement, and then we get ready for closing, right? And then once all of the documents have been signed and fully executed and notarized, and all of the money has been received from all parties that need to submit funds, then the transaction is officially recorded with the county or the state, whatever sort of municipality it needs to be recorded with, and then the funds are dispersed out to the seller or whoever's taking money home on the deal, and that officially closes escrow. Now the deed is conveyed from the seller to the buyer, there's a new owner in place, and escrow is officially closed. So that is a COE, or a close of escrow. That's the date on which you close. So I hope that answered your questions about COE, or the close of escrow date, and what an escrow process is in a wholesale transaction. For wholesale tips like this, please follow me on the socials as I drop a new video every single day.